sad. And here we go, brave enough to go climbing a wall so high that no sunlight is seen through it. Brave enough to go traveling around the world without money to eat or sleep for. Seeing what you can do with your hands and feet, I feel there is no question about it. Almost anything you can imagine, almost any goal you will get there. I wish you had been more of a talker, not the kind that is just like in the Simpsons, not the kind that looks so bewildered through his eyes when somebody's watching. Maybe you could have told me there was a world on your shoulders that needed lifting. Maybe I could have helped you with that. The weight is not easy, I know, but you never know. I thought your shoes were good. I thought they would take you to the end of any road. I thought your back was strong, but I should have carried you to the top of the rocket train. Carried you to the top of the I should have carried you to the top of the rocket train. How am I to know about your problems and your load? I am blind to what you show. I am waiting to be told. I never ask, how am I to know about your problems and your load? I am blind to what you show. I am waiting to be told. I never ask.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for taking up your time this afternoon, joining us in the webinar on 10 hidden features in ClassPoint. My name is Josephine, and I'm the country manager here in Singapore. And together with me, I have Tia. She's actually our knowledge producer here in ClassPoint, and she will be your speaker for today. Before I pass the time over to Tia to commence the session, I would like to go through the agenda for today's session. There will be 10 different features that we'll be going through with you today. I will namely list them down over here. The first one we'll be going through with you, it will be the laser pointer versus the spotlight feature that we have. The second one will be deleting students' responses during your live classes. Next, it would be the sharing of activities after you have received the responses from your students. And next feature we have in here is the live Q&A feature that are available. Next up, it would be the customization of levels as well as resetting of stars. This would be the gamification part. Okay, and then next, we have actually put up together a whole team of quiz ideas. Those are actually some ready-made templates that are available throughout all the 8 different activity types that we have. They are all ready for you to use. You can simply just insert them onto your PPT and start to use them. Tia will be able to share with us more on how you can do that later on. Next, on number 7, we have would be the difficulties level on quiz mode. That is actually available in MCQ question. Next, on number 8, we have would be the play options. Those were actually pretty useful as well. Tia will be able to share with us how we can be using them as well. On number 9, we have would be the share PDF feature that we have. And last but not least would be our class report feature. So without further ado, I will now pass the time over to Tia.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Tia from ClassPoint. I'd like to check first before we start our session. It's great to, again, another month, another webinar with you all. I know maybe all of you already a master of ClassPoint. So today we're going to have to unlock together the 10 hidden features in ClassPoint. So I hope that our session today will be able to bring new insights, new features, new ideas to your classroom. But I'd like to know first, where are you guys coming from? I know, oh, hello, Miss Maan. I know Miss Maan is from the Philippines. We have some from Morocco. Hello, is it good morning in Morocco, right? And then I'm sitting in Indonesia, Josephine in Singapore, Osbert in Philippines. So we are from around the globe. Philippines, Singapore. Ah, great. And then we have Malaysia, Brunei. Hello. El Manawi. Wow. That is great. Good afternoon and good morning, Mr. El Manawi. Hi, Amy. Hello. Good afternoon. How are you, Amy? So we have Ruba from Sunway College, Kuala Lumpur. So how technology actually bring us together, glue us together to this event today. And I'd like to also check with you whether you already use ClassPoint in your classroom, or maybe this is the first time you know about ClassPoint. You can share more with us. And whether you are a newcomer on ClassPoint or you already use ClassPoint for years, today we're going to have a lot of fun. Today we're going to unlock and unbox together the 10 hidden features in ClassPoint. And if you are joining using your device that has ClassPoint in it, you are able to practice together on the features that we are going to share with you today. Oh, we have a newbie to ClassPoint. Welcome, Mr. Shanmuga. So I hope after this session you will be able to continuously using ClassPoint on your device in your classroom, on your teaching environment. Now, before we start, oh, hello, welcome. It's so nice to meet you guys again today. All right, so I'm going to invite you to join my class. So let the fun begin. Join my class. Um, as usual, if you already know how to play, you can go to any browser and then you can open classpoint.app and join in using the class code. The class code is hidden. And I'm going to share with you the tips number 0, which is this shortcut. You know how if you click on the class code, you will be able to show the QR code to your participants, so your students are able to scan them. And there's actually a hidden feature, which is this URL. You have this little box in here. If you click on it, it actually automatically copied. So what I can do, I click on that and then I copy that, and I will be able to share the link to you over. I need to go to everyone, and then I will share this link to the Zoom chat. Oh, hello, Ash. Welcome. Again, so this is the tips number 0. Which is you just need to click on this little box over here, and then you will have the link to join ClassPoint. When you click on that link, it will redirect you. Oh, sorry, I think I need to allow guest first. All right. Thank you. Now I can see that people are joining in. Thank you. So yeah, don't forget, if this is the first time that you create your class, don't forget to allow guest. Where is allowing guests? It's right here. You can allow the guest, and then you can see that the participants are pouring in. It's great. I'm not alone. I have 64 plus people with me in the room now. Great. Thank you. And I'm going to award everyone with a star. Welcome. So tip number 1, everyone, as we know, you might already using this in your classroom. So in ClassPoint, there's one feature that is very useful and very helpful in any kind of condition when I'm teaching, when teachers are teaching using ClassPoint. So we call it the next level of laser pointer. There are three ways how you can actually use the laser pointer in ClassPoint. Where is it? It's right here on the bottom. It calls laser. So on your toolbar and at the bottom of your slide, there's one feature called laser. You just need to click on it, and then it will turn your arrow into a laser pointer. Now, how we use it, just number one is a traditional laser pointer. You can use this as a guide, so then your audience know where to look at, where to focus, and then you can also shift their attention to some key points during your presentation. So this is really helpful. When I put my laser pointer in here, your attentions are going to be here. If I put it over here, then your attention will be shifted to the different place. Now, that's number one function of our laser pointer. Number two is actually with this same laser pointer, you are able to annotate using invisible link. So you are able to teach and then write anything, annotate on your whiteboard, but then it will be disappeared. So with invisible ink, it seamlessly transition into pen mode to annotate directly on your slides. And if you don't want to leave any mark, you don't want the annotation to stay, or really simply to help focusing or stressing, highlighting some things, you can use the annotation with laser pointer. And lastly, now many people don't know about this, still using with the same feature, one feature can turn into spotlight on your slide. So if at the moment you are using ClassPoint on your device, you can try to open this and try to use the feature. So when you are using the laser pointer, by simply pressing S, the letter S on your keyboard, you can turn that into a spotlight. So it's like a magic, yeah. So this way, you are able to stressing or spotlighting or highlighting some points that you want to focus on your students where to look at. And then you are able to adjust the size as well by scrolling up and scrolling down on your mouse like this. And if you want to back to normal, go to the laser pointer, just press another S, right? So you can create a spotlight effect, directing focus onto specific areas of your slide. So that actually laser pointer, which is our tips, our hidden feature number one of ClassPoint. Before I move on to the tips number two, I would like to know whether you guys already know about this. Do you know that our laser pointer have three different functions, which is the spotlight? Nope. Oh, okay. Only don't know about number three. Okay, great. Oh, if you don't know where to find the bottom ribbon, so you need to put your slideshow on your on slideshow mode, and then you will be able to see the bottom ribbon or the toolbars. So great, yay! Finally, today we discovered new function of our laser pointer, which is number one is a traditional laser pointer, and then we can annotate, and we can change that by pressing S into a spotlight, so to focusing on different points or different keys, activities on your slide. And if you want to change that back, simply click on S, and then it will go back to normal. All right, great to know that some of us learned something new today. So tips number two, we'll bring you to the tips number two, which is, do you know that you are able to delete your students' responses? And you are able to do this when they are sending the responses to you. So let's do this together. I'd like you to share with me the picture of your favorite snack for staying energized during work. So my favorite snack for staying energized during work is I'm going to collect the responses in here, and then I'm actually hiding the window so I will be able to see. And I will show you as well how, since we have some of you newcomers in here, I will also just share with you how to join to ClassPoint. I know that you can go to classpoint.app and then put it in the class code is hidden, and then share, submit your answers. I think it's still loading on my end, but I will check. We have a couple of questions already coming in here. We have Oliver, really love burger, yeah? Wow, that's a very healthy choice. Yana, good choice. And then Wilchin, our favorite, everyone's favorite, coffee. Great. And then we have, what is this? Vinamit, nice. Is this jackfruit? Nice, thank you, hello. And we have chocolates, of course. Yeah, who can say no to chocolates? Durian, yeah, good choice. Great. We have apple, right? We have Singapore Hutan food. Ooh, nice. This is chili. Oh, wow. Very fruitful, yeah. So we have orange, and then we have cookies. Great. So this is how we can get the responses from our students. Now, I want to share with you. How do we put in the image again? Got it. Okay, you already got it. Okay, great. So I'm going to share with you how actually. So I'm going to join the class, and then I'm going to, oops, sorry, let me just do that again. Yeah, I'm going to search online. My favorite snack during the day is, okay, this is my favorite snack. So I'm submitting this, right? I select the picture, and then I submitted that. And we can see that my questions, I will need to find my question in here, my answer in here. It's bang bang right here. So you are able to delete your students' responses while the activity is still ongoing. How to do that? So just an example, this is my responses. And if I see on my app, which is the students app, I can see that I've already submitted my answer, right? As a teacher, I'm able to delete the responses. And then if I delete that, I will have no answer coming in from Tia. And then on the participants app, I'm able to submit another picture or another answer. So this way, in a classroom, when your student said that, oh, I haven't finished selecting, or I haven't finished completing my answer, can you please delete so then I can resubmit my answer? So yes, that can be done, teachers. So you are able to delete their responses while the activity is still ongoing. So I will delete one more an example. Oliver, I'm going to use you as an example. So I will delete Oliver in here. Then Oliver will be able to submit his response with a new response or the same response. So this is how easy for you to be able to ask or to have your student to do a remedy or to resubmitting their answers. So thank you. While we're waiting for our Oliver to send in his response, we can see these are the really nice snacks sent over by all of you in here. Love, a lot of you actually like durian. Nice. Boba. Wow, we have Oreo. Nice. Okay, great. And then this is really fast for you to collect the responses. Under 5 minutes, you are able to collect everyone's responses, right? And you also can check on the live status who are still on pending and who already submitted. And we can see that Oliver already sent another one. This time, Oliver sent Binagol, right? Okay, great. Thank you so much. I'm going to close the responses and award stars to everyone. Great. So that's actually how you can again delete your students' responses, and this can be done in all types of quiz interactive. Sorry, I mean a couple of interactive quiz that are available, which is with the word cloud, short answer, slide drawing, image upload, audio record, and video upload. And you can delete the answer while the activity is still ongoing. So when the activity is already closed like this, and then you open the answers that were collected, you are unable you are able to delete that, but your participant, they're unable to resubmit or send the answers. So it will be deleted forever. Yeah. So be careful with that. Okay, so that's actually how you do that. Before I step in to my next slide, I will just show this up first. Now, sometimes we want to share these great responses to the entire class, right? So let's say we have a flipped classroom. We want the students to learn while they're at home receiving the responses, or we simply want to share with the parents what they have learned today in the class, how to share to the parents that your children actually having fun in the classroom. So what we can do actually, um, in our next feature, feature number 3, in ClassPoint, you actually can share your activity. So you can turn all the answers that were collected or sent and collected on the teacher's side. You are able to share that as a link, and then anyone that has the link can open it. So I'll give you an example. Let's use the previous slide that we have. So if you already have an activity done and then you've collected the answers, maybe you notice that there's a share button in here, right? So you can click on the share button, and then you can click on copy, or you can directly send it to emails and share it to WhatsApp or Facebook or Twitter, or just simply copy it. And then I will share the copied link in here. So all of you are able to open it. And even your students, they are able to open it on any kind of device without having to create an account in ClassPoint. So I'll share with you how it looks like. So I'll go in incognito window, and then I will copy my link right here. And then I will be able to see the slide that was used on that activity and the entire responses in here. And I can see, Jeza said in a nice cake over here. And then there's a nuts sent from Boo. So this way, your students are able to learn from each other's, from the other's responses, so they can reflect upon their own response as well. And they know that this is something that they can look over at home, maybe, or at night, or something they can share with their parents as well. So I hope that this is helpful. This is how you can share and spread the good words, good work, good activity, good ambience that you had in the classroom. So that's number 3, is the share activity. Again, before I move on to the next feature, is this something that you know before? Oh, we have an incoming suggestion from Bashira Ali. Instead of sharing, can it be shown instead during the course of the lesson? Yes, you are actually able to do that as well. I'll share with you how. So if you are like during the activity, during the lesson, you already collected everyone's answers, you can click on the button, and this can you can share this during the lesson with your students. So this is, we can see one by one, go through one by one, or you can skim it really through everyone's answers, or even you can filter down like what I did before. So let's say you want to filter down using some letters or keywords. So it will filter down using the name or the letters that found filtered out what you put in here. So this is how easy it is for you to share activity during the lesson with your participants, or even after the lesson. Okay, so so far I've shared 3 tips. Now, tips number 4, this is really fun. I'd like to ask with you. I'd like to ask you first, teachers. Usually in the class, during your lessons, if you want to have like a sharing session or a Q&A session with your students, how do you usually conduct that? Can you please answer that on the Zoom chat? Do you like, I know that sometimes we want to appoint randomly to or calling out our students randomly by their names? Or do you collect their questions at the end of the lessons? Or do you like to be interrupted during your presentation, during your lesson delivery? Do they raise their hand? Can I ask you something? And then they need to interrupt you too because they are afraid that they will forget about the question, right? So we have ask verbally in class. We have Mentimeter, collect question as well, Slido, Padlet. Okay, Slido, Padlet. Okay, great. Thank you for sharing, teachers. Now, in ClassPoint, this is specifically for the premium license, we have live Q&A. Your students, they are able to ask you any questions at any given time. They don't need to interrupt your lesson. You don't need to collect their questions at the end of the lessons. So while you're explaining about the material, they are able to engage and ask you with some questions. I noticed that someone's already sending me a question. How to do that? So I'll show you how and where. So on your participants app, this is what we are seeing on the ClassPoint app. You are able to see this Q&A button. So you can click on that and you can send, thank you, Bashira, already sent an apple here. Can you ask me a question about ClassPoint? Or can you ask me some random question or a random request? So you can click on this ask question and then you can add your question in here. And after you're sending your question, and then you can send submit. So I actually would like to, instead of asking a question, maybe you can share with me your favorite ClassPoint features. All right, so you can use the live Q&A. So you can send in your responses. What is your most favorite features in ClassPoint? Okay. We have what did you have for lunch today? Okay. Do we have to pay for an account? How to ask questions that need mathematical fonts? Okay, great. Where are you from? Okay. Will the templates used in this webinar be shared with us? Yes. So I will answer this and then I will mark it as answered. And then I will give a star. Yes, we will be sharing the webinar template with you all. Okay, so I like the Q&A, great. So we have these questions collected in here. Now I'm going to ask you another favor. Can you please do upvote which of the questions that are sent on our live Q&A now that is your most favorite one? How to do that? So I'll share with you how to do that. On your app, you are able to upvote. Great, here you go. We can see that the upvote is coming. I can click on this and then I can upvote that. And then is there a character limit and how will it be notified? Okay, great questions. Good. So this is how you actually can upvote through all the questions that are coming in. Can you imagine in the classroom, if you want to brainstorm with your students, you haven't prepared anything, but you really want to interact and you want your students to send in their opinion, you ask them to send in their opinion using the Q&A and you ask them to upvote. And then at the end of the class, at the end of the day, we're going to select the most favorite one as the most favorite opinion, and then we can discuss it together in the classroom. This is one of many cases that you can have with live Q&A. And we can see that Miss Jen's question is actually being upvoted the most. So I noticed that ClassPoint slides may lag when we launch an activity. Is there a way to not escape and continue with our activity? SG, Miss Jen, thank you. We're going to address this on our Q&A section. We'll be saving this question, but that's a great question. Thank you so much for sharing. And one other thing with our live Q&A teachers, not only you are able to collect it, because sometimes you don't want your teaching like teaching session to be interrupted at all. So you are able to actually disable it. So if you disable it, it will be gone from your students participants app. So they are no longer able to see the Q&A feature on their side. So this is how to toggle on and off for the live Q&A for participants. And then if you turn it on again, then your students will be able to send in their questions. So that's how you can conduct a live Q&A in the classroom. I hope that actually gives you another great example, a use case of the feature that you can use in your classroom. And the next slide actually shows us the next tip of ClassPoint, where you can customize the levels and reset the stars. As we can see now on my class, we can see that there are a maximum of 2, right? Let's say if you want to give Gregory more than 2 points, then he will be leveling up to level 3 already. Now you can actually adjust this. So let's say if you want your students to go to the next level, they will need to collect at least 15 stars, or they will need to collect at least 20 stars. Or it's at the end of the semester and you want to reset everyone's stars. So you are able to do that, teachers. What you can do is you can go outside your live mode and edit mode. You can go here, and then you can go to settings. So you can go to your profile and then go to settings. Right, I'll do that one more time. Yeah. Okay. Right, let me just stop share just a bit. Okay, now it's showing. Okay, yeah. So this is how I will show that one more time. So you can click on settings and then you can go to your gamification. So on these levels, you get to decide the levels and the stars that they can collect on each level before they actually unlock on the next batch. So you can click on the edit levels. So this way you are able to adjust it. Let's say this one is, they can collect 10 stars, then they can unlock the level 2 badge. Or if you want them to, and make sure that it needs to be higher than the previous one. So then they are able to collect the stars. And if you also want to have the levels only up until 5 or only up until 7, you are able to adjust that as well. So you are able to add level up until 10, the maximum. And then you can save the levels, and then you can it will be applied right away on your classes. And let's say if you want to reset the stars, what you can do is actually you can go to your classes, and I will select one of the classes that I have in here. So I have this ClassPoint, and you can see that some of them already reached batch 6, level 5, level 4, right? What we can do is actually we can reset the stars, and then you will have this notification, reset class will change all participant stars back to 0, confirming resetting this class point. This cannot be undone. And when you click yes, everyone will go back to ground 0. We can start fresh, new semester, new stars, new competition, and then everyone starts from level 1. So that's how easy you actually can adjust it. And this is available right on your ClassPoint toolbar menu. So that's actually the tips 1 until 5. Before I continue with the next tips, I will give the floor back to Josephine, teachers. Josephine, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Tia. So we have actually, gone through all the 5 different hidden features that we have here in ClassPoint. I hope most of you, or rather many of you, have actually managed to learn a new thing or two. Because earlier, when Tia also did a very quick check-in, I can see, quite a number of you are actually pretty new to some of these features, and I'm really glad that we managed to highlight them out, and we also managed to pass on some additional tips and tricks for all of you, I would say. Okay, so if you guys do have any questions, do let us know. All right, you can actually type it into this Zoom chat, or you can also make use of the live Q&A feature that we have in ClassPoint, so that we will be able to address these questions for you. I'll just give you guys some time to send in your questions. Meanwhile, earlier on, there were some questions already being asked in the Zoom chat. So let me just address them quickly. One of the questions that were being asked, it was with regards to point number 4, live Q&A. So she actually asked, if this feature is open for everybody or if it's only for premium users. So I would like to actually give a highlight or rather a note for all of you to take, is that for live Q&A feature, it is only available for our premium users. This feature is not open for our free and pro users. So if many of you would actually be wanting this feature, live Q&A, do let us know. We will be able to introduce this feature to yourself and your school, and we will be able to also discuss on how we can bring you onto our premium tier so that you can enjoy this feature in your classes as well. All right, and the next question we have, Tia, is that if the teacher actually do any adjustment or edits at this point of time, how will it affect the class stars right now? Would it, wipe out, or, how will it be affecting it for those that already accumulated some stars?
Okay, thank you, Josephine. So that's a good question. If you decide to reset it now, then it will be affected right away. So if you might want to test it out first, maybe to create a class and then create a shadow participants and then try to give them stars and then reset it. Because if you adjust and edit now, then yes, it will affect the class that you have, the ongoing accumulated stars that your participants are collecting now. I hope that answers, Josephine.
Yeah, thank you, Tia. So I hope that also answers to the question, and I hope it does clarify. Okay, and we also have another question. As a school, can we subscribe ClassPoint for all teachers, or has it gotta be individual subscription?
Thank you for the question. So we do have 2 kinds of options for you. If you want to have an individual subscription, you can go to our website and then go to pricing, and you can upgrade your account and do the individual subscription. But of course, for a school, we have a different set of pricing available, and all the teachers at school can use ClassPoint as well. At the end of the session, we will be showing how you can talk to us and maybe book a time with us, so then we can share with you more in details. So yeah, I hope that we can answer that thoroughly, because I know that some schools have some different set of regulations and requirements as well.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Tia. And we have a last question. That there's quite a number of questions coming in, but we do want to continue on with the next 5 features. So this is the last question. Can the sharing of activities, or rather, is the sharing of activity that you shared earlier on point number 3, because you actually used image upload activity. So the question was, is this available only in image upload activity, or is it available in all different activity types?
Excellent question. Actually, you can share any kind of activities that you have, all that you've collected. You can turn that into a link and then share the activity. And please stay because at the end of the session, I will be sharing with you how one of the features that we will share with you is ClassPoint Class Report. And that's just some shortcuts and very helpful on how you can share your activities with your participants or with the parents or with other teachers as well. I hope that answers. But yeah, I'll show at the end, Josephine.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Tia. So just a very quick recap. All the sharing can be done in all activity types, not only limited to the image upload activity that Tia have just shared. All right, so I will now hand the time over back to Tia so that she will be able to then now share with us the rest of the features that we have prepared to share with all of you. Tia?
Thank you, Josephine. Right. Nice. So first checkpoint, we already have a lot of questions. It's great to receive that. And hopefully at the end of the session, we will be able to address them all. So on our next slide, or the hidden feature that we have, is quiz ideas. I know sometimes it's hard to bring our ideas to life, even when we are trying to find a good templates for our slides, right? We got you covered, don't worry. So in ClassPoint, you're able to have many different templates available for you to use. Even we create the quiz for you as well. So it is located on top of the ribbon in here. So we have quiz ideas. So you can click on it and then you will be given this many different templates ready for you to use. And how, let's say, I like this one, right? Who doesn't like soccer or football? So if you like this one, you get to view it first, and then you can click insert template and make notice that the slide is actually inserted for us. So as simple as that, you can get this. I'll close that one first. So within seconds, you can get this slide. You no longer have to think of ideas, of templates, and you get to edit that as well. Let's say you just want to use the ball and you want to use a different kind of settings for the options. You are also able to edit that as well. And a matter of fact, actually, we already have this quiz set up for you. Even we already give the correct answer to the quiz as well. So if you want to use this right away with your students, you can do so. Just play it right away with your students. And I will share with you some other templates, not only multiple choice. This one is multiple choice, right? It has options in it. You can go with word cloud as well. So you can go as many templates as possible. Now, let's say I want to use this one, name some fruits and then insert the templates. Even without viewing, I want to go to audio record, and then I like this one. I want to directly insert it as a template. So you can see we have 3 different templates now added to the slides, right? This is how simple it is to find ideas and bring it to life. And again, if you want to play this quiz already with your students, you're able to do so. You can present it, and then you can ask them to send you the responses based on the slides question. So that's how simple and easy it is. So these are some collection of pretty templates that you can use, that you can edit, and you can copy it to a different PPT file as well. So no longer have an empty idea on how to create pretty templates, right? So that's really easy. So I challenge you, or I encourage you to try and build your own, pick your own pretty templates and build your own templates based on the quiz ideas that we have in here. Now, on the next one, actually, I combine the feature number 7 and number 8, because many of us don't realize that our slides are able to be set on some default options, playing options, as well as on our multiple choice question type, you are actually able to turn them into a quiz mode. Even you can set some difficulty levels on it. I'll give you an example. Remember, we have this inserted slide, a multiple choice, right? When you click on the button, it will show you this settings. So you can have number of choices, and then you can allow to have your participants selecting multiple choices, and you even have the control whether it has correct answers or has more than one correct answers as well. Not only that, this is how you can actually select the difficulty levels of this question. So I will turn this on, and then I will make it as difficult. So you are able to actually play along with the quiz mode, whether it's easy, intermediate, and difficult. What does this mean? So when you set that as a difficult, and then your student is able to answer that correctly, they will be given an automatic stars 3. So they will be given 3 stars automatically. If you set this in intermediate, they will be given 2 stars, and it will be saved on their score as well. So I'll share with you how it's being done. So again, I'm going to set this into difficult. Can I ask you, everyone, to share your answer with me randomly, and then I'll turn this on. So as we know, for multiple choice, you are able to see real time, right? Who are the students who are sending the answers. And if you click on the option, you are able to see who's answering sending the answers B, the answers C, and D, and you are able to see the percentage as well. Now, I'm going to close it in 30 seconds. All right, thank you, everyone. And then it directly show me the correct answers, right? For those who answer that correctly, which is 32 people, they will be given 3 stars automatically. Not only that, if I click on this quiz summary, I will be able to see the people who answered correctly and the stars that they earn, the speed, and as well as those that answered, but the answer is not correct. If I click on show quiz responses, I can see that the correct answer is B, and then the red ones are the incorrect one. And you are able to download the report, and you will be given this Excel sheets report. Imagine if you have multiple choice questions, like 10 or 9 in your PPT, then we will be able to give you this kind of report. So this is how it looks like. It shows you the difficulty level of that question. The correct answer is B. The correct percentage of everyone is 72%, and this is the average time taken. So you can see those that are answering it correctly and those that are answering it incorrectly. Not only that, let's say if you have 10 questions, it will give you this the next row of questions and answers as well. And maybe you're curious, right? You want to know which slide was that? Why the students are sending incorrect answers? Maybe I need to repeat about the lesson that I asked on that question. So we create a shortcut in here, so you don't have to go to PPT to see which slide was that question is. So then you can click on this, and then it will share with you, we will share with you the slide that you use on PPT. So this is how easy it is for you to be able to analyze what happened with the quiz, how your participants are doing it. Even we give the score as well. So let's say if you have more than 5 MCQ questions types on your PPT, we will be generate an auto mark as well the score, and the speed will also do the average as well. So this is how simple it is for you to run the quiz and analyze them. And at the same time, I actually want to share with you So this is about the MCQ. And the next thing that I want to share with you is the play options. So play option is available in all types of quiz. This is the play options. There are 3 different play options that you can use. The first one is you can start the activity with slide, which means when you move from the previous slide to this slide, the activity will, or the question will start right away without you have to click on the button. And then it will also minimize the, so when you click the minimize activity window, it will automatically minimize the window when you collect the responses. I'll show you how. And the last is if you want to set a limitations, how many seconds or how many minutes you want to open that activity with your students, you are able to do so. So I will set this into 1 minute, or I'll set that into 40 seconds. Okay, so I'll share with you how it looks like. With this slide, I haven't set the play options, right? So you will need to do everything manually. If you want to start the quiz, then you will need to click on the button. And then you can see that this is the window that is collecting the responses, right? If you want to minimize it, then you will need to click the minimize button. Then you can see and monitor the quiz from afar. Now, with the play options, I will close the submissions. With the play options that we just set up, which is the one that we have clicked everything on it. Let's say if I want to start from this slide, and then I just click the next slide, and then it will start automatically without me have to press on anything, right? And can you please try to send your responses? Name some fruits that are red. So we have what? We have apple in here, we have cherry, okay. So as you can see, now the time is going backward, right? It's decreasing. And then without having to do anything, we're just going to wait until the time is up. Then the submission will be closed. What happened to the participant who haven't sent their submissions? If the submission is closed, they're no longer able to send any answers or responses. So 1, 0. Okay, so it's closed automatically, right? And then when I open it, everything is in here. And for those participants, I'll go to my site. Okay. And then I will show you, oops, submission is closed. Let's try again later. So that participants is unable to send their responses. So this is how it looks like for you to be able to play around with the play options. And if you really like that play options, you can actually set that as a default. So you don't have to edit it one by one, right? Okay, so that's that. And our next slide. I know sometimes our participants really like for us to send along handouts or today's material, and sometimes it's a hassle if it's in PPT. We have to download it and turn it into PDF and then share it to our participants, right? So ClassPoint have you covered on that. So with ClassPoint, you are able to turn this PPT into a PDF and just using one click, you can push the notification of a PDF file to your participants, and then they are able to download it right away. I'll show you how. It is located on More Features. So you click on More Features and you click on Share PDF. And then you can select whether you want to share everything, or you can just select some. Let's say you just want this, and then you can just select this and then send it over to your participants. But if you want to select everything and include annotations, include whiteboards, you just need to generate the PDF. And we can see in here that it's processing. So soon it will be published to you. You don't have to do anything. It will create a PDF, and then this QR code will be pushed to the participants app. So they will be receiving this kind of notification. They can open the PDF and then they can just download it right away as a PDF. So as simple as that, teachers, that I hope that share PDF is helpful. It's really helpful in saving our time, to share the materials to our students. Last but not least, something that I want to share with you, we have class report. So we call it class report on the go because you can open it anywhere. You can even open it on your mobile phone. You don't have to open your PPT to check on the past activities that you have. But I will show you two ways on how to access the class report. The first place to access it is through your ClassPoint ribbon. It's located here. So when you click on reports, it will bring you to the, we call it webpack. So you can log in with your ClassPoint account like this, and then it will bring you to the reports. So you can see in here, these are all the reports of my past activities. So using the class code, it has the class time, it has how many activities and how many stars awarded as well. So we had an activity webinar last month, right? The webinar is AI. And then if I click on it, I will be able to see all the activities that I have using ClassPoint. So the slides that I use as well. If I click on these slides, I will be able to see all the answers that are sent in and collected at that time. So I'm also able to open this on my mobile phone as well. And to answer the question before, is it only image upload that we can share the activity with? No, it is not only image upload. You can share every kind of quiz interactive that you have by clicking this one. So again, you will be able to copy that. And if you share it with your participants or your the parents, they will be able to see the activity on that class and how the entire class response being collected as well, being submitted as well. So this is how simple to access the class report, teachers. And these class reports, not only you are able to see all the past activities, it will also store all the Q&A or questions you received from the students, as well as the leaderboard as well. And also a summary, like how many stars you awarded, how many activities, how many responses, and who are the top player. Not only that, you can also manage your class in here. So remember about that reset stars, you're also able to do that here as well. So you can edit the participants, you can edit the stars, you can deduct the stars in here. So yeah, imagine not only you can run the class with PPT, but after class, you are able to analyze it and even see it on the go on the groups that you have, the reports, and to manage the class as well. And you also have the liked activities as well that you want to go through and analyze. You can like them, and then it will be stored in like activities. So I shared with you, there are two ways for you to be able to access your class report, right? The first one was by accessing here on the quiz ideas on your PPT. The second thing is you can go to our website, classpoint.io, and click on login, and then log in with your ClassPoint account, and then here you go. This is the class reports that you are able to see. It even recognize that we are at the moment having an ongoing class. If I end the class, then I will have all the activities report saved in here as well. So that's actually how simple it is. I hope that covers everything. Turned out 1 hour isn't enough for the 10 hidden features. I hope we get to see again next month with a new topic or with a new title as well. Let us know what do you want us to cover, and let us know if this is beneficial for you, and if it is insightful for you. We will do more of this sharing with you in the future. I'll give back the floor to Josephine.
Thank you, Tia, for sharing with us the last 5 hidden features that we have in ClassPoint. So now let's do a very quick recap on what was the last 5 features that were being gone through earlier by Tia. So on the slide, you can see on number 6, it was the quiz ideas, the one that we have the different ready-made templates of the different activity types that we have, where you can simply just go through, browse them, and then insert them onto your PPT and start using it. To just cut off a little bit here, earlier on the chat, there was somebody who was asking if the quiz idea templates were available in the other languages. Unfortunately, the quiz ideas are currently only available in English. So if there's any need for the other languages, after you inserted the slides, you can actually do the edits or translations on the slide itself, respectively. All right. And next, it was point number 7, the difficulty levels on quiz mode. So we have actually 3 different difficulty levels of 1, 2, and 3 stars that are available quiz mode on MCQ. So feel free to make use of them, and from there you will be able to get the quiz summary generated as well. At this point of time, Tia, could you actually go back to the slide and re-show again, where we can actually get the quiz summary, because there was a teacher earlier on who didn't manage to catch that. So we'll take this time to also re-share it with everybody on where we can get the quiz summary out.
Great. Quiz summary as in share the activity. Is it, Josephine?
After you have received the responses on quiz mode, and then we have the quiz summary.
Okay. Oh, quiz summary. Yes, thank you. Okay. So quiz summary is only available on multiple choice question, teachers. So thank you for the question. So how you can review it. So after you collect the responses of multiple choice, you are able to click on the green button, which means that the responses are already saved in it. And you can click on view responses, and just next to delete responses, there's a quiz summary. So when you click on this quiz summary, then you will be able to see how the participants are answering the questions. And if you click on the show quiz responses, it will show you which one is the correct one and which one is the incorrect one, and you can download the report here. I hope this answers, Josephine.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Tia. And all right, then we have gone through how we can extract and get the quiz summary. And next, on point number 8, we have it's the play options. So just a heads up for the play options earlier on, Tia actually made use of word cloud activity. So again, it is not only available on word cloud activity, it's actually available throughout the all different activity types that we have here in ClassPoint. So feel free to explore them respectively. And another heads up, once you hit on the button of save as default, it will be applied to all activities, the all upcoming activities that you have prepared. So if you want to make all to be the same, you can just hit on save as default, or otherwise you can still make the changes respectively if you do want to. And point number 9 will be the sharing of PDF, which it is actually made easier for you to share your whole PowerPoint slides with your participants. And something to highlight is that the annotations, the inserted responses or slides, everything will then be included as part of your PPT, and it will be able to be shared as a PDF. And last but not least, it would be the class reports, where there are 2 different entry points, where we will be able to first get into our website from our PPT shortcut, or you can simply open up any browser, type in our website and sign in, and we will be able to gain access from there directly. All right, so before we go on to the Q&A session, or before we end off the session, I would now like to pass the time back to Tia to quickly share with us about EdCafe, our upcoming product. Tia?
Thank you, Josephine. And great, I can see a number of questions and also your feedback, teachers, really great. Thank you so much. And do let us know your feedback. We're going to send you out an email after the session. You can share with us your thoughts and some topics. Maybe you can also give recommendations to us as well, what to cover on the next webinar. Now, got time for coffee? So in the earlier, we talked about what's your favorite snacks to make yourself energized during the day. And one of it is coffee. So our upcoming not really upcoming, actually, it's already available. So it's EdCafe. EdCafe is our other product, which is it's what is EdCafe? I know that some of you maybe already joined our webinar last month. We talk a bit about EdCafe. So EdCafe is the best AI for educators who settle for nothing less. So within a single user-friendly platform, teachers, we empower educators to completely revamp outdated teaching methods and elevate them to a level no one has dared imagine with the power of AI. So it's an AI platform where you don't have to switch to different platform if you want to create materials. You can create slide decks, you can create chatbots, you can create quiz assessments, even you can share the assessments with your students in one platform. So EdCafe has it all. We have 3 different unique selling points. You can bring your own knowledge. So you can upload your own teaching material and turn it into assessment, turn it into slide decks, turn it into flashcards within seconds. So AI will help you generate that based on the standards that your schools are also using. And not only that, we have a smart AI. Oh, I'm going to use the one that I shared before. So we have a smart AI that interacts with your students. So you can create a smart chatbot so your students are able to have a discussion, with a character or a bot that you created to help them prepare for the exam or to help them understand deeply and have another level of understanding about lesson that they are learning at the moment. So you can create that smart AI and in a safe environment because you are able to see the interactions between your students and the AI itself. And last but not least, we have a Google Drive like space for all your AI content. Sometimes when we created material in an AI platform, it's hard to us to save it in one place, right? So in EdCafe, you can create and you can save it there. Even you can share it with your teachers as well. So again, EdCafe has it all. And then this is what it looks like, the map that we have. So we have planning, we have quiz, we have teaching materials, we have chatbots, and we will add more features in the future as well. Please go and sign up at edcafe.ai. I will be sharing later on the link to our platform. Oh, I will show you right away. So you can just go to Google and then write down EdCafe, and then here you go, the coffee bean. So go to EdCafe and then sign up here. It's available now. So sign up and have a taste of all different platforms available in EdCafe and let us know what you think. And even you can talk to us if you want to know more about EdCafe and also know more about ClassPoint. I'll give the floor back to you, Josephine.
All right. Thank you, Tia, for sharing with us the 10 different hidden features in ClassPoint together with EdCafe. So for those who are interested to know more about EdCafe, feel free to scan this QR code or you can directly go to our website, edcafe.ai, create your free account and start to explore, give it a try. And on another hand, if you would like to set up any demo session or any discussion with us, you can actually scan this QR code and let us know so that we will be able to reach out to you to actually set up a meeting. And we will be able to commence either the demo or any discussion from there. And on another hand, you can actually also claim a free trial for yourself and your school. So feel free to scan this QR code, talk to us, let us know. All right. Well, I'll give all of you some time to send in your inquiries by scanning this QR code to us. Let's go into the Q&A portion. So earlier on, as promised, there was a question sent in by Miss Jen on our live Q&A on ClassPoint. So Tia, there was this question that she noticed that ClassPoint slides sometimes do lag, but when they launch the activity, is it possible to not escape it and continue with the activity? This is actually our top light question. So I think most of us do actually want this question to be answered as well.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Ms. Jen. Your concern, it's actually really great, and I think some of the teachers who upvoted also experience it. So actually, if you experience some lagginess and it's only not only 1 or 2 times, you actually can talk to us. And this is another hidden feature. You can click on Get Help in here and then go to Help Desk. And then you can share with us your concerns. Just let's say PPT lag, something like that. And then you can share what happens, like Miss Jen, what you shared. Sometimes in the activity when ClassPoint experience some lagginess, what should you do? And then you can, if there's an image available, you can attach it and then you can send it over to us. Our team will be able to investigate further what happens, because specifically some devices have some different settings. And sometimes our team will need to be exposed with more details on the settings of the device itself. So it will be different. And you might want to check as well your internet connections. Sometimes it will cause some lagginess if there's a glitch on the internet speed as well. But if you know, if restarting and escaping, if it's still lagging, then you did the right thing, which is the escape or restart the PPT. That should fix the problem. But if this is something that you continuously experiencing, you can talk to us and then we can check further about the issue itself. I hope that answers Josephine.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Tia. So, so for the rest of the teachers, if you haven't let us know, but you have experienced such issues, do feel free to also write into us, like how Tia mentioned earlier. You can just click on Get Help and then Help Desk and let us know. We will then get in touch with you. We will be able to then arrange, another session, and we will be able to investigate and take a look together. Okay, and the other question, another top 2 questions that were being asked in the live Q&A earlier on was, how many participants can ClassPoint host in each session?
Great question. Thank you. So it depends on your plan, actually, because ClassPoint has 3 different plans. We have free basic, we have pro and premium. If you're with the basic plan, then you can hold up until 25 participants. If you are with pro, you can have up until 200 participants per class. And with premium, you can have a larger class. You can have up until 500 different participants in your class. Per class.
Great. Thank you, Tia, for the clarification. All right, and there's a few more questions coming in. One was, let me read it out loud over here. So I love the concept of Ed Cafe, and it does sounds like it makes seamless presentation much easier to be created. However, I'm a little bit worried about the privacy and content permission. So I think this is a little bit more on the security side. So
Yep.
would our content that was being uploaded will be used for another AI database without our knowledge and permission?
That is actually a great question. I know that actually the concern of teachers when you are creating an exclusive material, yeah, and we know that when we are creating the materials, it is your asset, it is the school asset, and based on this, when you are creating your, I'm showing the Ed Cafe now. I hope it shows on your screen,
Yeah.
you're able actually to control whether that material that you created is available for public or it is only for you private. We can show, I can show you really just a bit. Let's say I will just create a reading comprehension using this passage. Oh, passage is too short. Okay, sorry. I'll create something else. Okay, I'll create solar system in here. Just a really quick one. And then when you created any material that you created in EdCafe, you have the control whether you want to lock it and make it private to yourself. So let's say in here it was solar system 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is where you can control it. So content visibility, whether it's public or private. When it is made private, then it is only available for you. And for those that you if you want to share it to your teacher, then it's only available for both of you. It's not going to be available publicly. I
Yep.
hope that answers, and it applies to all features and all materials that you created in EdCafe.
Yep, great. Thank you, Tia. And just to add on, apart from the AI created materials, even if let's say you upload some of your ready-made contents that you do want to regenerate into other materials, those content will not be used by AI for their further studies or reading. It will solely only be used for the material creation. So I would say it's pretty much safe and don't have to worry on your materials or the contents that were being used externally without your permission. All right, so I hope that do answer your question. And last question over here to answer is that out of these 10 features that we have shared today, only the live Q&A features require a premium account. The rest, it is actually open up to all, be it you are on free or the pro version. All right, so I hope that do clarifies most of your questions. And lastly, before we end off the session, for the demo, it can either be in school or it's gonna be on Zoom. It really depends on where you are coming from. Mainly, I would say if you are based in Singapore, I can actually go down to the school for the session. However, if you are based in other countries, we will be able to see if our colleagues there are available to drop by to the school. Otherwise, it has to be done via Zoom. All right, so I hope that answers your question. So I also do hope that doesn't stop you from, scanning this QR code and talking to us. All right, so no matter if it's going to be a demo or a discussion, just feel free to talk to us, let us know. Okay, we'll see how we can definitely move on to the next step of what you are having in plan. All right, and another reminder is that this session is actually being recorded. So if you do need to take a look on another time during your free time, or if you have colleagues who are actually intending to join, but they are unavailable today for other meetings, etc., we will be actually sending out an email later on after this session with our recordings as well. So do keep a lookout of our emails. You will be able to then, forward it to your colleagues or your friends as well. Same goes to this reach out email that we will be sending it to you after you send in your information on this QR code form. Okay, just a heads up, do check and keep a lookout on both your inbox and spam box because sometimes due to the device or the domain settings, if we are an external, which we are, sending out from external of your email domain, it might land in the spam box. All right, so just do keep a lookout. We will definitely be reaching out to each and every one of you. All right, so I'm so sorry that we go over time today as intended, but we do hope that you managed to learn a few things from this session today. Thank you all once again, and we look forward to seeing all of you again in our next session. All right, have a great weekend ahead, everybody, and I'll see you guys again. Take care and goodbye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, all the love that we are receiving right now. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you for attending and see you next month.
Yeah,
Thank
see
you.
you guys. All right,
Bye.
take care. Bye-bye.